I don't know what they pick here. That means they're gonna need to take a Legion commander to the off lane.
Yeah, I think you have to pick the offlane Legion, right? Because you have to be able to put a decent hero into the Batrider lane, or you're in a lot of trouble. The
This
other
monster
option
energy
is
is
to run a
delicious.
second carry that is good against the Batrider and just try and force it mid, right?
Mhm.
You see here, like there are certain matchups that are good 1v1 matchups against the Batrider from that are typically in the like one positions that you can go mid on. Those heroes being like Slark and Phantom Lancer, but it's so rough to run those in the same lineup. Yeah, there's the Legion.
Yeah, you just got to run it right now. The only thing you had available was the off lane. I don't think they want to put the Abaddon there either. And this is decent against the Nature's Prophet. You try to split push, he just dumps on you with the Blade Mail, duel him up, get that bonus damage. Hard lockdown for the Earth Spirit is also pretty good. So that one made a lot of sense to me. Next year for Thunder Predator, I think they pick up safe lane carry here at this point.
Yeah, you have the matchup. You should. There's the
There
Ursa.
you go.
Great call. Ursa's
Ursa's
not
been
fantastic against Terrorblade though.
yeah. I was just about to say that, man. He's just got so much armor that you can't burst him down. You like playing Ursa against these low armor heroes.
Yeah, it is just a lane dominator here, so that's the idea, right? Is they're not gonna have the Ursa worry about the Terrorblade, I guess, is they want to come online early, they want to win the mid lane, they want to win the off lane, they want to win that safe lane, and then just run around behind this Batrider with the Nature's Prophet Ursa. And I'm actually okay with that. I'm curious what his build's going to end up being. I don't know if Basher is even necessary this game. I'd like to see him potentially just go for like um, dude, do you rush the Battlefield? Is the question. Do you try to go to the Battlefield and take it late, or do you want to just get the early game tempo with like an S Sanj and Yasha?
I think you try to take it mid game with a Battle Fury, to be honest with you.
That's
You need
okay.
something to clear out the illusions, but you also want to be able to farm if they try to stall it out on catJAMMERS.
Okay. That would make sense. Because I think Nature's Prophet, he's going to do that like standard Orchid rush that we see. Unless it is off. If it is Frank's Nature's Prophet, then we might see
5 seconds remain.
Gosh, his more tank build with the mech and stuff like that.
They're banning out Zeus here, so things that clear illusions and do tons of burst damage that don't need a whole lot of mana. Zeus, I sort of like. They could grab a Lena here on Leo style. He also plays a lot of Queen of Pain, but I'm not sure that's something you want to run here.
Remain.
Yeah. I mean, Queen of Pain actually wouldn't be that bad.
5 seconds.
It has a really good tempo, but I think, like you said, Lena might just be a better version of that right now, essentially, because you have a little bit more lockdown.
This is you get gone on by the Tusk. He gets on top of you, and that becomes a problem.
Ooh, the Necrophos ban. That would have been really good because you could run Legion Commander mid and then pick like an offlane Necro and just crush the Ursa lane.
Yeah, if they're banning out the Necrophos, I don't think that they're planning on grabbing Alina, though.
Yeah. Well,
5 seconds.
I don't know. The Zeus ban was interesting.
Radiant's
And the Storm Spirit ban.
Storm Spirit ban doesn't make that much sense to me with what they have right now. It probably means they might be thinking about.
So
I
we're
don't
looking
know
at.
here.
Are we looking at a 5-position Batrider here? Is that what we're seeing?
No. I think it'll be an
10
offlane
seconds
Batrider. We could even see a mid Nature's Prophet right now.
That's what I was just thinking. Like you could run mid Nature's Prophet, but I think they need a mid lane hero that it does more than the Nature's Prophet. There's Lishrak. Okay, I forgot this hero was still in the game, to be honest. Because we talked about it being banned earlier, but yeah, this is a great pick.
Yep. Leshrak, that's your early tempo hero. That's your magic damage, and it makes a lot of sense they'd grab it. It's coming back into popularity recently.
Yeah. I think Sumail was running this a lot in NA pubs. And then we saw Quinn pick it up a lot more. And now pretty much everyone's having a blast with this hero.
Yep.
So catJAMMERS, they need to pick.
I miss Sumail.
Yeah, dude, everyone does.
He's king.
He's fun to watch in pubs, dude. I don't know how much NA pubs you watch, but boy, he is a fun man to cover.
If you ever watch him from player perspective, that guy is so sick at the game. I gotta stop going off about Sumail.
Yeah, he's a mad lad, dude. They need a mid lane, right? Unless you're planning on running the Legion there.
Okay, there's your potential mid laner. I like Pango here. I'm gonna be honest.
Growl Pango? Interesting. Okay.
Yep. So against Leo style, it's not great. You generally don't want to be playing melee heroes up against them.
Wait a minute.
You
That
good?
is a safe lane Prophet 5 position Ursa,
No.
isn't it? Or do I have that backwards?
Yeah, you're mixing up MNZ and MJZ.
Okay, I mixed them up a lot. Okay, so it's 5 Prophet, 1 Ursa. I was really confused. I was like, why is this happening? Okay. Whew.
Oh my god, look how cute the bear is. Zoom in. Can we zoom in technology for us?
No. I mean, kind of. I can do this.
Does he have a name?
Fuzzy Wuzzy?
No, it's Ursa's name.
Yeah, but it was Ursa's name. Now it's his cub's name. Fuzzier Wuzzier? I don't know, man. Yeah,
Wuzzier was fuzzier.
I wish I had that. It was the one item out of this battle pass I did not get. It was the only item. I got everything else, but I did not get the Ursa, unfortunately.
If anyone's watching right now, send it over to Ricky.
Oh my god. Yeah, that was a sad day. I opened my last tier 2 chest and I was like, didn't get them.
The tier 2 chests were amazing. The tier 3 chest just had a bunch of versions of the hat that Bruno wore from that one time.
Yeah.
I need to see what the name of this Ursa bear is on top of him. I'm sure it's got a name. What is it? Dipper. That's what it is.
His name is Dipper. Look at how freaking cute he is. That big old
Yeah.
smile. He's just riding on Dad's back like, oh.
The little helmet.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
I hope to one day be a dad like Ursa.
I don't know, man. I think you'd probably go to jail. Putting your son in that much danger all the time?
What do you mean? It's he's learning the skills that he's actually going to use when he grows up.
Okay, I guess you can put it that way. He's just foraging the jungle, killing his prey.
Watch closely. You're gonna need to learn how to do this when you're older. They're not gonna teach you this in schools, my boy.
Do you have the visual bug on the Terrorblade Arcana?
What visual bug?
His prismatic gem didn't load, so he's just empty. He has He has no particle effects at all.
Well, his prismatic gem is a cursed black. That's why it didn't load.
Oh.
Or it looks like it didn't load. If you open up his hero and look at his item, it says cursed black for his thing.
Yes.
So I guess that is the color.
Yep.
Huh. Weird. I don't know.
There was like a blue one you get a while ago, and then you couldn't really tell the difference between Terrorblade and his illusions with it.
I do remember that one.
Yeah. Good times.
So MJZ 5 Prophet. This is gonna be fun, man. I like the Prophet. He did go that Blightstone level 1. They are trying to swap the lanes. Obviously, they want to make sure that the Terrorblade is in the Ursa lane. And they are making that move. Well, rather, I guess they want to make sure the Legion's in the Batrider lane more than anything, right?
Crucible of greatness awaits.
All right. Bounty Rune.
2 for 2.
How we sneaks that one up.
They see Terrorblade now, and Ursa is going to start making the run to the top lane. Dipper on his back. Batrider rotating bottom. They will see him with the ward, though, so they're going to start running back the other way. Here we go, baby. Musical lanes. This is what we love.
Yeah. You do want to... I thought the goal was to run HFN against the Nature's Prophet here.
Well, the idea is you want to get the Legion Commander into the Batrider, right?
Yeah, I guess that one's more important.
And for now, it's going to be the supports are the real carries, as they're going to be the ones farming the lane.
Moon's going to be happy to get some CS under his belt.
Oh my gosh, they just saw Terrorblade top, and he's running back bottom. Oh no. Oh no, it doesn't end. Batrider's TPing as well, which means this gives the TP advantage on over to catJAMMERS.
Yeah, that's the thing. You can check...
They have tag team for the Nature's Prophet bottom. This is going to be a lot of damage. They actually kind of walk into some trees there, unfortunately. But MJZ takes a good chunk of damage there.
This is wild. Welcome to the top tier of Dota 2, everybody, where you don't actually head to your own lane.
Yeah, you just let your supports farm it. Supports rejoice. Oh, Leo style missed. He's like losing the lane aggro to his tower.
Trust me, they're professionals. They know what they're doing here.
Bottom lane, they found MJZ again, an early level 2 from Moon because he was just the only one in lane, and First Blood goes to the Legion Commander. That it feels really good.
Yeah. I mean, you're not really expecting that. Your laning phase starts, you just get there. You're existing inside the lane. You don't think that he's going to have it that quickly on the Tusk. If anything, you feel like he's going to be out-leveled by the Legion Commander. But you're thrown off by the fact that your lanes are like this. But the lane in HFN up against Frank here on the top for now. He has a bit of a level disadvantage because he waited a little while before walking up here. I don't think the enemies realized that he committed the TP. If they clicked on him, they could ping out the fact that he only has 2 town portal scrolls, though. And then realize that he did, in fact, teleport up there.
Yeah, that's a good point. They actually could have scouted that. Ryle, mid lane, trying to get some help from Moon. He does deliver his bottle. Very nice of him. Yeah, you're right. This top lane, Batrider really kicks off at level 3. He's already level 2 now, but at level 3, Batrider becomes very strong. You get that extra, basically, is it double? Almost, yeah, 50% increase in the damage from that sticky napalm for each instance of damage that you do.
Yeah, the turn slow and it's like 50% more. So I guess the biggest thing he wants before he really commits hard onto HFN is boots of speed. Because HFN has his own right now. He knows that he needs it pretty badly against the Batrider. He doesn't want to be slowed too much and run down. They do have decent tools for getting on top of him, though. Again, you can just roll onto him and kick him back right away with Matthew. But they probably won't want to save the rolling boulder in order to cancel any TPs that HFN tries to do. Because, you know, if you commit onto him super hard, like you see yourself with a bunch of stacks of sticky napalm, you just teleport to your own tower back to base, and you're going to be safe that way.
Yep.
Set in stone.
Top lane, the meta comes out, but he just TP's out. Alright, he's safe. Ooh. You know, Jerry's looking pretty good so far today, but there he is. He finally misses a kill. It's bound to happen, you know. Jerry, he does his best.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Our observer, you know, I thought he had a good night's sleep last night, but...
He didn't go out drinking super late. Actually got a few hours in the bed, so... You know what happens, though? It's bound to happen. Brawl, nice bottle on the mid lane, able to snag that Invis rune. It's so hard to get runes against a Pangolier, right? Swashbuckle is just so strong.
Yep.
Ooh, nice rotation from the Moon Tusk, baby. Just slaps him down. What a sick drive-by.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Matthew, he's just not there fast enough. But, you know, he does get to Yaps over the lane. Tries to kick that boulder off on a Brile. Ends up missing, though, because he swashbuckled forward. Nice play there by him.
He's not done. Moon's back top, looking for another kill. Just time going for the Batrider, but that bonus movement speed, plus those sticky napalm stacks, doing a decent chunk of damage. Now Frank gonna get hit by that Maledict. I don't know how you get out of this one. Maybe a Tango up.
He's fine.
Yeah, he's gonna be alright. He's still got a salve in the backpack. 5-minute bounties, once picked up by Matthew. He's just gonna be able to chase down Moon here as well. Boulder kick, a couple of auto attacks. Well played by the Earth Spirit.
Yep, finally manages to catch Moon after tracking him for a little while. But Moon, he just plays fast. You know, he's a mid lane one moment, top the next. He's just given no breathing room for Thunder Predator. I keep praising this guy this tournament, but this guy continues to pop off and play super well.
Dude, MNZ is just putting the hurt into HFN bottom lane right now.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is one of the better heroes at dealing with her. So anyone off the 6 stacks right now would just drop like immediately. But 14 armor.
Mid lane, Leo style, does drop that split earth, but because of Rolling Thunder, does not get hit. They will go and TP in MJZ as well as a boulder kick from Matthew. They take down the Pangolier. All right, find a return kill, not bad.
You're having a pretty rough go at it right now on the Leshrac. You know, if you're level 6, that doesn't really happen to you. But the fact that they managed to get that initial kill onto him and put like half a level ahead on Pangolier leaves him in a pretty good place. I think you're probably going to need to build a couple HP items now on Leshrac. I don't know what you grab, though. I mean, he's getting all stat items. I think he wants to get himself a wand. But...
Bottom lane, that's meta. Meta and Cask, man, all you need. They're able to bring down that Ursa. Those boots on Terrorblade have actually paid dividends already. He is really fast.
Yeah, he's trying to shove this tower in right now with the catapult, but he's not going to be able to. In fact,
he's
in dead.
So much trouble. I don't know why he stuck around this long. A couple more auto attacks, they got him. Yeah, he just pushed the lane at half HP.
This has been one of the things that other teams have punished catJAMMERS with more than anything else. Is mid lane, Bryle gonna get out of this one. He's gonna turn it around actually.
Yeah, Moon with the slows from that tag team, plus a Cask comes on by. Moon will finish him off. Great swashbuckle there. Cleaves both of them, and a double kill for Aoi with that Maledict.
If you're gonna take a swing at the king, you best not miss.
True. Very true.
Turns that one around so fast on them by getting off that Rolling Thunder. You need a little bit more disable. So next time, be a little bit careful if you don't have Matthew on the Earth Spirit to keep him stunned down there.
Ooh, Ursa. Nice dodge on the Cask there. Oop, there's Snowball in bottom. He should be fine here. He can jump over any... He ends up just jumping into the Sprout onto HFN, forcing a very early Sunder. MNZ gonna pop that ult, but here comes the cast. The Maledict already on the mark. He will take out. Dominating spree now for Aoi. 4 and 0 shards. A little bit off the mark there from that Nature's Prophet. I did not expect him to take that engagement. And he's going to snowball in. Does have a tag team and an urn. Makes a great Sprout there. Wow.
Yeah,
he
I'm not
still
sure
might die though. I don't know how you run away from this.
All the body block with the trees. Oh, but he goes down.
Yeah, another cast. All right, Aoi's the actual carry of this game. 5-0, gets lassoed. I mean, clearly the Batrider knows who he needs to be targeting. Moon Meander might go down as well. A double kill for Frank, potentially in the works. Snowball, it's gonna go over to the Earth Spirit, but again, burns down to the last second of that Firefly.
Frank finally getting some kills under his belt, but you know, not on the Terrorblade. The reason to pick this hero up is for.
They're zoning out the Terrorblade though. He's only level 6. I mean, even the Ursa is somehow ahead despite his 2 deaths now.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but you're also at the top of the net worth chart on the Terrorblade.
Yeah, that's true.
Top lane. MNZ looks like he wants to go forward on Kezu, but Aoi's here.
Nice duel, but he gets the Enrage off to prevent a lot of that damage. MNZ's can't outrun the Death Ward. That Maledict, gonna be another kill there, going the way of Witch Doctor. MJZ getting ran down by Kezu. Another great Sprout. We'll go ahead and chase him down a little bit further. Will Witch Doctor get his 7th kill of the game? No, ends up going to Kezu. No duel victory though. A little upset about that. Bryle in the mid lane. Under the effect of Magnetize, gets kicked right in the nose. I love that. It's the funniest way to die in this game.
See you later, you goddamn nerd. I'm out of here.
It's just so aggressive, dude. It's so aggressive.
Alright, over the rune. Tries to grab it here on MNZ, but he hits him with the cask on Aoi, and you know what? They're going on him again.
Oh my god, that Treant might have just killed. It definitely killed the Ursa. Wow. He's pinging his Nature's Prophet, just like, hey, can you not? Please?
Hey there, big guy. What's the problem? Bottom lane, HFN trying to shove this out with the catapult. Frank tries to stop it, but look who's waiting in the trees for you. It's Moon Meander.
He's gonna turn. He pops the drums. He really wants to get HFN, but tag team slowing him down a little bit too much. All he has to do is catch the lasso, and he will die. And he ends up making the trek. Will he make it to that side of the cliff? He does, but Bryle just leaps right on over. He's gonna get a return kill here with that swashbuckle. Well done.
A nice attempt. You know, maybe you TP out on top of this over here. I don't know. That was too hard. I think he just dies there regardless. The kill on HFN, the kill, on HFN definitely is worth it there.
Yeah, I agree. Well played. I mean, the Batrider, his job this game, right? Just slow down this core's farm, do what he can. Now, giving a kill over to the Bryle Pango of all people is not feeling pretty good, as he has a Maelstrom now completed, is just being delivered on Courier. Gonna rotate bottom on Matthew. They've got Leo style here as well. The rolling boulder comes right on through the silence, the split earth follow-up. More than enough damage. Ends up going the way of the Nature's Prophet as you send that Wrath of Nature to the bottom lane. You have smoke ganks though. I see you circle it. They're coming top. Snowball in, MNZ, the Terrorblade here pops that Metamorphosis. Walrus Punch right away. The dual victory goes to Kezu as well. The Shard Block right on the money. Nature's Prophet sprouts. He's panicking. Will he get the TP out? He does.
Oh, they BM paused him afterwards. My God. Thunder Predator.
The 40 HP TP. Nicely done.
Yeah, doesn't have the fountain region yet. You know, he'll take one tick from the soul release, but he's gonna be fine. Go, he says. You lost the Ursa though. That was the important. You know, it's not that big of a deal. The Nature's Prophet got out of that one, but you feel pretty embarrassed about it.
Oh yeah. This guy eventually becomes a core, you know, in essence, right? Nature's Prophet will, at some point, be finding a lot of farm around the map, just split pushing or jungling, anything along those lines, so... Finding kills on Nature's Prophet is always valuable. Top lane, Kezu... They do snowball in on the Tusk, but... Shard Block, a little bit off the mark. Okay, Nature's Prophet, we just praised you for getting out of here, but you go right back to the same lane. He just dies. That was a weird decision to me. Your team was not there.
He's become institutionalized.
Yeah.
You see, Ricky.
Frank
he didn't know any other way to live.
Frank has an invis room, but again, there's no. It feels like there's no follow-up damage here. He just really wants to kill this HFN Terrorblade. They get one TP out, and now he's able to finish off this Terrorblade. That should be more than enough damage with the silence, the boulder kick, couple auto attacks. Just runs him down. Yeah, they were just waiting for the DP. Nice patience there from the Bat Rider.
Yep. A little bit slow, but you definitely need somebody to anchor you out of there. Like, your tank to sit behind the rest of the team as everybody retreats. You don't want HFN sticking around. Mid lane. We're going to lose this tower. Not a whole lot they can do about it. I don't even think they're going to go in for the deny. Fortify has already been used, so...
Your top lane on the Strack and MJZ, it's, you know, they're going to trade at least. Ooh, they see Frank here. Nice ward on the high ground. Will be able to just run away for the time being, but Bryle's having some problems with the Rolling Thunder on the backside, but they're going to reinitiate. Matthew has a Magnetize, able to just bounce this round. Actually only ends up hitting Bryle as it gets purged off immediately. There's going to be the ultimate from Aoi, but Enrage protecting the Ursa from now, and they get 2 quick kills on the side of Thunder Predator.
And they make their way to the mid-tier 1. They want to be able to grab this. This will give them a lot more map control.
They should be able to, right? Like, they got Nature's Prophet. They're just going to zone out the rest of these heroes. Frank doesn't have Lasso for another 23 seconds, but Diabolic Edict level 4 is available. They got it. Well played from Thunder Predator. That's a great rotation.
Yep. And, you know, sorry, Leo Style is now sitting at the top of the net worth after they've gotten a couple towers. He's pulls ahead of the Terrorblade. He's sitting at 5.9k.
They're pinging Terrorblade. They actually saw the real one head bottom on this ward, but
he's out. No, he's got no TP. I think did they see that he had no TP?
I mean, you can click his illusion and find out he has no TP technically, but Matthew a little bit afraid to go in. It looks like all of catJAMMERS rotated down here just to make sure that this Terrorblade's safe, that he can safely push this tier 1 tower. Claims that as well. Now both teams have no T1s left.
Are getting past all of these guys, and you know they're afraid to approach Bryle at the moment. This guy looks super strong.
You were correct. It looks like the Ursa is going to go for the Battle Fury build.
It makes sense. You know, they're having trouble taking a lot of these towers. Like the Tusk, the Witch Doctor, the Pangolier, all super strong in the early game. They know that they are going to have to take it somewhat late. They're probably going to want to end it at like the 35-minute mark. After the Ursa is like maybe 5-6 slotted, they'll close the game out.
Yeah, failed smoke gank there from Thunder Predator. They're trying to collapse on the Terrorblade, just find a quick kill at the bottom lane, but all 5 heroes for catJAMMERS were just in the jungle. Ended up just TPing out. Matthew's almost to a Spirit Vessel. He's getting close.
He is. It's interesting that he's just rushing that this game. I don't think it's that big or that important. I think you'd much rather pick up something like an Aghanim Scepter when you're up against the Legion Commander. That way you just Stone Remnant, whoever gets dueled, kick him out of the team fight, and suddenly they lose a really important ability. MJZ gets gone on the top. Moon Meander is probably going to throw out, yeah.
He has no shards, actually. He's safe. He had no shards. I guess he used it to farm at some point, or I don't know. They're going to try and turn this around. Frank pops those drums. The lasso comes out, finds the Legion Commander. The question is, do they have the follow-up? Drags him towards the Leshrac. Great silence there coming out once again, and they burn him down. Well played, and Matthew's not done. He's paying over on the high ground. Moon Meander's here, but he's got backup. You have the rest of the catJAMMERS lineup. They're going to snowball in. Nice Yules to dodge that. Brile going to pop that Rolling Thunder coming on in. But that ward from Owie is just doing so much work as well. They take down Leo style, one more auto attack. They also get the Nature's Prophet. HFN's damage on the Terrorblade just a little bit too much. And Frank trying to run through these trees, gets that the Firefly off. And they do know he's here. Like, I believe they still know he's there. Okay, or they're just going to let him go. Never mind.
I think they were trying to catch him out with the Terrorblade over here. They didn't know that he blinked dagger off a cooldown. Then he just blinks up away from the enemy team, and he's back in the base after that. But they did get the return kills there onto Leo style, and that's the really big one because he was the top in net worth in this game. But now it's Terrorblade, and since he's popped his Metamorphosis and he was somewhat close to the Roche pit, you know, why not?
Tag team with Pangolier and Terrorblade. Pretty good. Matthew just rolls in, gets a big Magnetize and Silence. Melted immediately, though, and there's no follow-up here. Again, Frank, no lasso for 20 seconds. Trying to do what he can to get into the pit. Firefly will give him that movement. He gets into Aegis, however, picked up by HFN, and he just walks into a duel. Here comes Leo style. A lot of magic damage coming out. Takes down that Terrorblade's first life. We'll have a second one coming out in just a second, but Brile, that Rolling Thunder in. Well, Yules to dodge out some of that damage, but you are not going to be able to survive this. Tries to get a Force Staff outside, but it's not going to happen. Gets stunned up. They get 3 kills on the side of catJAMMERS. They buy back on the Tusk, which is definitely worth it.
Yeah, timing was just too good there for catJAMMERS. A lot of the spells were on cooldown. Lasso comes out. It might have been a different fight, but you know, you had no one to really initiate and pull somebody out, slow down some of the damage that came out. Ursa as well was still dead for a little while there. You need someone to start these fights for you so Leshrac can get in and blow people up.
Yeah, I mean, he had a 4-man split Earth, right? Which was just so much damage. But like you said, there's no one there to help. And they will kick the Legion Commander on top of that Ursa, but there's the Walrus Punch from Moon. A nice lasso this time, again onto the Legion. Great targeting from Frank so far this game. They get Owie as well. Another roll connects onto Moon, and they're gonna be able to chase him down the slow once again. Double kill for MNZ on the Ursa. Somehow TPredator just turn it, man. Like, it was looking really good for catJAMMERS. Like, they were just about to make like a new objective push, and they just lose 3 heroes out of nowhere.
I mean, once they have Lasso, they're able to kind of pull back Legion Commander and stop her from going forward and getting the duel off on people. It becomes very easy to take these fights. As long as they can grab one person at the start of it, catJAMMERS just falls apart. And it's the cooldowns as well. I mean, like some of these fights they have Rolling Thunder for. Other ones the enemy team doesn't have Lasso for, and you can win those pretty easily. So that's why they're more so happy to take this into the mid game. You know, once you have like a BKB on Ursa, you have your Abyssal Blade completed, and you're able to blow up like Owie or Brile and Pangolier at the start of a team fight, the game becomes a lot easier.
Yeah. catJAMMERS smoke up. They're going to go ahead and make a movement outside of the base here, and Leo style would be a fantastic pickoff if they can find him. Owie's going to be the one that checks the high ground here. Smoke does get popped. They drop a ward. The blink duel comes out immediately. There's going to be the Metamorphosis. Goodbye, Leshrac. Fantastic duel victory there. That's the blink reveal from KheZu, and they even find Matthew on the backside. Does get punched into the air, but will just roll away TP.
Yeah, I think gives you way too much distance. It's what, 2250?
Yeah, it's so far.
Yeah. Picks up the Tome of Knowledge on Earth Spirit. Is he giving it to somebody else? He pops it into his backpack here. No, you shouldn't give that up, man. You need level 2 on the main
Maybe he gives it to Leo style for 15.
Boo.
Boo. Mid lane, I mean, the meta doing some good tower damage, but they will forward it up. Keep it for the time being.
You don't want to take this fight at the moment. You wait until Metamorphosis is up, and you wait until you have your BKB completed on the air. So once you have that, it becomes way easier to get into these fights. You aren't taking all that extra damage from tag team. You're not getting stunned up by Rolling Thunder.
Ooh, they're picking up the Ursa top. There's the Blink Duel. Once again, Rolling Thunder to come on through. Snowball with the punch into the air. Can they finish him off? He will definitely go down, though. Enrage does protect him for a moment, but there's some Magnetize coming in once again from the Earth Spirit. Manta to purge that lasso is going to find a good target, but immediately purged from the Legion Commander. Well done. Terrorblade ends up falling in the end, but honestly, they haven't lost a lot quite yet on catJAMMERS, and they're going to try and reinitiate potentially. They found Brawl. Great kickback, actually. Immediately interrupts that swashbuckle. Another purge there on Kezu, but Owie's Death Ward, oh my gosh. It's doing some serious work, just melting the back line of TPredator, and now they chase after that Earth Spirit. Kezu is here, duel in 10. The question is, will they wait out the duel? I think they're going to. Oh, no, they don't. Okay, Brawl just finishes him off. He's like, sorry, bro.
Saying that they need vision up there now. That was a pretty rough fight, and the biggest factor in that one is the fact that you did lose the Ursa at the very start, and that one was all just due to the fact that you didn't have that BKB completed. And this goes to show you how important this Battle Fury build is. Yes, you slowed yourself down a little bit by not getting the BKB right away, but I think regardless of this, the catJAMMERS lineup is too good at taking fights right now. You need to accept that you need to grab a couple of items.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Bryle's itemization is honestly perfect. He went for this Diffusal Blade. Now this is Blink Dagger. Diffusal just so valuable this game. It's great against Leshrac. It's great at kiting the Ursa. It allows him to pretty much just gap close on any hero he wants. But
well, I mean, it burns 40 mana a hit. So when you swashbuckle in, you're getting 4 attacks off. You're burning 160 mana off of the Ursa.
Yeah, exactly. It's great.
Yeah, it's massive. And then when this guy doesn't have Earthshock and Overpower to fall back on, he's not doing nearly as much damage. There's smoke onto him, but you have the BKB now on MNZ. He knows
they're just going to go for the Prophet here, are they not?
They're
pinging Ursa. They had the vision for a moment with the high ground ward. A pause comes out, though.
Yeah. Who was it? The blue player, MJZ. He ended up pinging them out as well there. He knows that they're sitting on the high ground with the smoke at the moment.
They smoke under a ward. There was this one here at the river.
I think so.
Yeah, based on their positioning right now for TPredator, my guess is they saw the smoke.
And everybody just kind of backs up right now.
Yeah, they move into the triangle. They're sitting in the the trees on 3 heroes right now. So I think it's pretty clear that they probably smoked under it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
We'll go ahead and deward that sentry. They're going to work on this mid-tier. Oh my god, that is a huge creep wave. Where did that even come from?
I don't know. I think nobody's touched the wave for a little while. Oh, MJ.
You gotta love it, dude. The double courier snipe. Frank or Kezu? Blink? Dude, he's actually out. Oh, man.
Target down and MJZ extracted.
He just got away with murder, man.
Yep. Beautiful. That's a lot of gold as well. 85.
That's what, 80 each person?
80. Yeah, it's 85 to each person on the team, and then 95.
And then 95 each. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's like almost 1,000 net worth for your team.
Yeah.
All right, Rolling Thunder bottom lane. He's just trying to clear. He barely misses Leo style. Oh my gosh, that was so close. Matthew and Frank here sitting on the high ground top. Kezu's chasing after the Nature's Prophet. They going in, they get the lasso. Pango in trouble. We got 2 fights happening. He's going to survive, but the top lane, the duel comes out on the Nature's Prophet. He goes down. Incredible camera work from Jerry here. I'm not sure who this guy is, but he is all over the place.
Yeah, and of course there was absolutely no catching the Air Spirit. He is out of there. Unfortunately, Matthew, he missed his Magnetize onto the Pangolier there, and that's why they had to retreat.
Yeah.
You hate to see it. They increased the range of the ability a little bit a while ago, but 350 radius still isn't that huge. It's actually way bigger when you drop the Remnant and expands that onto more people. I think that one gets in
well, each
600.
Remnant, expands the range, right? Yeah, 600. Yeah.
But you need an initial target for it to hit first. Bryle, he's just going forward onto M and Z, but you have the BKB completed for this fight. You got to be very careful, Bryle.
They're kind of just waiting this out. I think they're just getting ready to go. They do have blink or no lasso actually for 30 seconds. This could be a really good fight for Thunder Predator. Gonna throw that Pango into the air. The first hit bash, Moon as well in a lot of trouble. They found Kezu on the backside as well. He's gonna try and just run away, but you got an Earth Spirit, the kick back up onto the high ground, a good overwhelming odds, but it doesn't really save you that much longer. Moon traps himself in his own shards. Thunder Predator go 3 for 0. Roshan, however, not up quite yet, but it's a very fast respawn. Only 5 more seconds. They stay in the pit.
Please go back into the pit. I beg you, Thunder Predator.
There it is, man.
You know, these things happen sometimes. They gotta go for objective, make other things happen. If it was up just a little bit sooner, that could have been amazing for them.
Ooh, they found Owie. Yeah, there's no way out of that one, baby. Great catch there. Good use of that dust. Good reaction time overall. All right, and then I'm finding 4 heroes at the end of the day. I mean, Thunder Predator just blew open this map. They're going to go ahead and check Roche once again. A courier flying in just to scout. Or not. It was flying in to scout it. They just jump in and scout it. All right, why not?
They're going to need to take this down pretty quickly, though.
Yeah.
You know, Owie is dead for another 20 seconds here. He could just buy back, though. You know, the moment they realize that, okay, yeah, Owie, they're going to need you, buddy.
Yeah, you need that death ward. The blink not going to come off as there's a great lasso coming out from the Batrider. Ursa just jumps right on top of that tusk, takes him down, no problem. And they even duel up the Batrider Walrus Punch. They finish him off. Bryle finally rolling on in. Going to try and hold these heroes in place for HFN. Couple auto attacks. Looks like that Earth Spirit's going to get caught up. Yep, yes he does. Now it's just MJZ inside that pit. He falls. 2 heroes able to split on out of here. And that's going to be Leo Style and the Ursa. But very close fight there.
Yeah, Kazu managing to get out, and of course the snowball getting off from Moon means they're able to secure that duel, which is a little bit of extra damage. Leo Style's going to try to split push this one, though. I like it. At least I think he is. Did he not quite break? No, the trees are broken. Oh no, I think he can't get through that.
What was it?
Yeah, he couldn't get through it. He needed to drop another split earth.
Was he trying to just cut top right now? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, he could have cut top and then pushed this tower here with Diabolic Edict.
That'd have been nice.
But, you know, it's 27 minutes. Tier 3 neutral items are up now, so they should probably go and farm those. Ursa just found a repair kit. Unfortunately, the tier 2s outside the base are... The tier 2 mid lane is down.
Yeah,
You
both
have
teams got one.
I hate this item. I mean, I love it for the regen factor. That part's very cool.
Yeah,
but
the 25 regen is awesome. Ooh.
the factor that heals towers is not cool.
Mindbreaker and Paladin Sword. That's pretty darn good. I'm surprised the Legion's not holding on to that Paladin Sword. He's just gonna keep the Vambrace, it seems.
Interesting.
They're smoked up on Thunder Predator here, roaming up to the top side of the map, but catJAMMERS are all bottom. I mean, you have Pango and you know, Tusk sitting up here, just keeping these lanes off the tower, but here they come. Now they're gonna start heading bottom lane, maybe? The smoke's not gonna last much longer though. They're set up here on the side of catJAMMERS. I mean, if they get a good blink duel, and here's not surviving. You have a Daedalus on your Terrorblade. Oh my god, I didn't even see his build.
Yeah, he's
Mantle
looking...
Lincoln's Daedalus.
Certainly he grabbed... Alright, never mind. He's probably going to grab the Orb of Destruction now.
Oh, owie. Oh no, Matthew. He's just been rolling down the side of the map the whole time. He just finds a lone witch doctor hiding in the trees. Sometimes all that hard work pays off, fellas.
Yep. Top lane. They blow up the creep wave here. They're not going to find MJC. He's going to summon more treants for some reason. The enemies are just going to farm this. But they should be making moves right now. They have the Aegis and Cheese for another 2 minutes. I feel like they should be trying to play a little bit aggressive. Satanic is done on Ursa as well. Good for MKB. He had trouble locking down the Legion Commander in the last fight. He just walked away from him with the movement speed that he has. Moon?
Ooh, the nice re-engagement though. Oh man, that was, yeah, a blink lasso just completely backfiring. The defusal catches Ursa in the mid lane. They get that Maledict on top of him. They're gonna be able to stun him up for the moment, but just goes for the BKB TP. He's safe. They dust the duel. Oh my god, he almost collapsed Kezu in the duel time there, but He has no way out. BKB, his TP already expended. They're going to try and turn on to Terrorblade. Does he get the Sunder off? He's silenced for the time being, trying to lifesteal, but they bring him down 75 seconds. No point in buying back because you have no Metamorphosis. He will Walrus Punch up Leo style. Bryle barely surviving on 40 HP. It's a huge win for the side of Thunder Predator. Frank is back in. They take down 4. Huge plays coming out here from Thunder Predator, and the fact that they do end up finding that kill eventually on the Leshrac as some, I guess, constellation victory there for catJAMMERS. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, they got him at the end of the Diabolic Edict, I think. The biggest takeaway from that fight is, my biggest complaint, rather, is you have win lace in your inventory on Ursa. He definitely could have put cheese into his inventory at the start of that team fight. Or even when he went down the first time with the Aegis and then not died. He just got completely blown out by this huge physical damage build on the Terrorblade, though. You know, a couple attacks and you're just blown up thanks to his Daedalus.
Frank, oh, he could have TP, but ends up getting hit by the shield crash. Bryle's going to chase after him. He has a blink now. He should be fine, but Bryle's chasing him through the trees, and Kezu's down here as well. They will find him now. What a sick chase by Bryle. A little bit of greed coming out from Frank. I think he was trying to mind game here, and he got clipped by the edge of that shield crash. Moon's just chasing MJZ on this Nature's Prophet. Shards off the mark, has tag team, and oh my god. MJZ's just trying to make time for his Earth Spirit to get up here and offer some assistance. Rolling Thunder on in, hits him with that Magnetized Wrath of Nature as well. He's just trapped by an army of Treants, but here comes HFN. Pops that Refraction. He's ready to do some serious damage himself. They will Glimmer Cape up himself, choose through that tree, but another Sprout as well. Dude, sick plays from the Nature's Prophet here.
Yeah, about a lot of time. Moon was just too far forward, and his team didn't have time to get into that one. Nice follow-up with the Rolling Boulder, just as the Snowball connects with the Nature's Prophet. You know, just really limiting what he can do.
Deadly Swift.
Ooh, Leo style. He does not see this Legion. He does now. He's got to be very careful. They're rolling in on Bryle. He does immediately pop the BKB, but obviously you can always just follow that up with a duel if necessary, but they don't want to dive that far. They force it out. Really well played from catJAMMERS there.
Matthew, he was thinking about engaging on that one, but he's only got 2 Stone Remnants left, so you want to be able to save these guys up so you do have a little bit more reach.
They just smoked up here on catJAMMERS. They saw the Ursa in the mid lane. Question is, I mean, really, they're just setting up duel victories for Kezu at this point, right? That's all they're really going for. They're going to wrap around up onto the high ground here.
It's super hard to lock down this Ursa at this point, though. When you have to worry about Enrage, you have to worry about the status resistance he has from Satanic. The duel lasts no time at all on him. I mean, that ended up going in their favor the last time. The Ursa almost got a little bit of duel damage off, but too much status resistance between those two things. Yeah,
he managed to get Enrage and Overpower off and just like 5-shot Kezu, but because the duel only lasted like 1 second, he didn't actually get the kill in the duel victory.
The heroes now on Thunder Predator, they're just sitting inside their base where it's safe. This Basher on Ursa is going to be super important.
Yeah, they just got a nice BKB delivered on the Legion. He also has at Orb of Destruction. Great lasso is going to find Tusk here. Jumps on in, but the Rolling Thunder from Bryle trying to interrupt this. He does get the snowball off Owie. Just immediately ults, but an Ursa just right here to bring him down. The Rolling Thunder still doing some serious work. Massive crits coming out from the Terrorblade. Ursa's got to be careful. Sidestep still has a cheese, however, and the Satanic Bash going to connect onto the Terrorblade. Has Sunder. Will go ahead and turn it, but there's the cheese once again. HFN falling low, but he gets pushed to the low ground. Can he survive through it? All the lifesteal. It's actually happening, but he finally goes down to the magic damage of the Leshrac. And now he's going to chase for more on Matthew.
Matthew, he's got no Stone Remnants left, so he's not able to catch Bryle, unfortunately. But you know, sick lasso there to start that team fight, bringing him back to the base. And these BKBs on catJAMMERS, they're now slowly going down. I'd say the only real reason Thunder Predator won that fight was because of the BK. Or sorry, the
Leshrac might be in trouble here. Bryle comes in, he misses on that initial swashbuckle, but he walks under a sentry. He can stay on him. He's got no mana. Nice block on that boulder there from Moon Meander. They should be able to try and chase after this. Swashbuckle and a blink coming up in a few seconds, but he's just going to continue to farm the mid lane, keep these lanes pushed in where they want. Dude, this Pango build is sick. He's got a Mindbreaker, that Diffusal, like each Swashbuckle does so much damage. And he just picks up the Swashbuckle damage talent at 20. He ended up going Rolling Thunder cooldown at 25.
I mean, yeah, he's like, the Diffusal Blade is just such a sick pickup this game. It's constantly keeping the left track and the Ursa at no mana at all. Top lane.
Forced to BKB the lasso, but he should be out of here with the Swashbuckle. Is he just going to turn this onto the Batrider? Rolling Thunder coming in. The dust is there as well. Going to try and bounce back and forth off those shards. Holding Frank in place. He's got to go another Swashbuckle up if he wants to find this kill. He does. Moon ends up finishing off with that snowball, and now they're just going to run away. He messes up the shards, throws himself into the enemies. That's a dieback, actually.
Yeah, he's going to be down for a while, but he's not a massive...
KheZu, Blink Duel, looking for the Nature's Prophet. They found him, and Braille is here to offer more than enough with a kickback, but Braille blinks in really aggressively to finish off that kill. A Yules will send Ursa into the air, but now in a lot of trouble. They're going to be able to chase after KheZu as well as the Pangler. Magnetize just ticking him down. KheZu forced to BKB, bashed up once again from the Ursa, finally finishing off that kill. Now Brow's just trying to kite out this Ursa, doesn't want anything to do with it. He just sprouted Owie onto the high ground, forcing him to TP.
MNZ, you know, he can just try to chase this Pangolier, but there's no way you're going to be able to catch this guy. He's got BKB, Yule Scepter, Boots of Travel, Blink Dag. You need this Abyssal before you're able to bring him down. Otherwise, it's just a waste even trying to chase him.
A lot of buybacks have been used so far this game. We've seen Batriders is on cooldown, Nature's Prophet now after being used in that last fight, plus the Earth Spirit. The Dyers, it's cooling down very soon on the Witch Doctor, and then another 5 minutes for that Tusk. Couriers scouting Roshan, everyone trying to figure out when it's going to respawn. They've caught HFN in a nice sprout for the time being. They'll be able to close the gap here, forced to BKB pretty much immediately. There's the lasso as well. If the Ursa can bring him down in time, one bash would do it. They get the bash. Oh my gosh, 90 seconds, no buyback. Leo style hit by that Maledict is going to take out that last. Ooh, he done. He gets a Yules off. Well played, sir. He's safe. And Roshan's just about to respawn. If they check. And they will. MNZ walks in, sees it. The Dire. The Courier actually doesn't see this. But they do know what's happening. Yep, now he knows. BKB, Enraged, Satanic, everything still available for the Ursa. The Walrus Punch into the air. The Maledict did a lot of work, but he just heals it all off. No problem at all. Pango just walks in and dies. Batrider on the high ground is dueled up by KheZu. They will finish off that kill. It's a nice 2-for-1 to start it off. They buy back on the Pango. Rolling Thunder comes on in. He's going to try and stay on top of Leo style. Open up this pit. MJZ, the next target. Ursa on the backside, just kind of waiting, trying to reinitiate here. BKB comes out from KheZu. Nice force staff to the high ground. Going to protect that Nature's Prophet for now. KheZu on the run. He cannot afford to get bashed. They've bought back so many heroes for this Roche fight. He's just going to TP back to base, and he'll be back with that global TP. They found Owie. You can't die here. You just bought back into the game. They're going to be able to find him, and no problem. Another kill going the way of Thunder Predator. The catJAMMERS crumbling under the pressure from Thunder Predator.
And they're not going to be able to take this. Actually, they might be able to. Bryles, Rolling Thunder's off a cooldown. Just a second here. They have it, so we can get into this pit, and he can just stun lock Leo style.
They found Nature's Prophet. He's going to be able to connect onto him as well. There's a Matthew here as well. That's the Aghanim Scepter. Saves the NP from the duel, just as you predicted. The Ursa will finish off Roshan. Couriers are taken down before they can actually pick up any items. And now it's the retreat time. Thunder Predator, they got what they wanted. They need to try and escape here. They're going to turn it, though. The Abyssal Blade comes out. Bryle's just dead. That's a dieback.
He's just dead. 120 seconds now. The only person left, HFN. But you have the Refresher Shard right now in Ursa. You might be able to turn this on KheZu and everybody. You can refresh your BKB, Satanic, Abyssal Blade.
I think he's going to. He's going to do it. There's the Refresher. He turns. He collapsed Legion Commander. He's dead. Moon pops that Walrus Punch, but he's just so dang tanky. The Ursa not falling. Triple kill for MNZ and Frank. He's looking for that Terrorblade. They're going to keep rolling on after him. Leo style intercepts. He pops the BKB, has to turn, but he's got to run. What do you do here? He's just going to maybe clap the Earth Spirit. Great duel there from KheZu, but now no BKB left. HFN caught by that split Earth. We'll pop that Satanic, but gets bashed down. Ursa finds the kill, no problem. KheZu on the run as well. 4 heroes sidelined for catJAMMERS right now. All of them, I think, have used their buybacks as well.
Yeah, the only person who didn't there was that Terrorblade, but he's not going to be that useful without his metamorphosis. So him down for 82 seconds now, doesn't have the gold for buyback, and with Brile down for another 60, what's really going to stop him from hacking away at this tower? Leo Style, he's playing a bit safer right now, though. They got a huge net worth advantage after that last team fight. He was clearing out mid, but here he is. Repair kit's going to slow this down, though.
Yeah, the repair kit, great item, thank you, Val. They'll fortify, repair kit this tower, try and slow, like you said, slow down this push as long as possible. With Pus coming up soon, Pango in 30 seconds, you might be able to prevent the full lane of racks falling.
He's got the, check this out. He's got Diabolic plus 30 explosions after he clears this creep wave.
Yeah, it's gonna melt these, never mind. There's no way. Look at the damage, goodbye range barracks. Woo! What a good talent.
Yeah. Nothing they could do about that one.
Ooh, Blink Lasso, he just goes in, but immediately purged. Well played by Kezu, but that's the Abyssal Blade. Snowball and the Force Staff might have been used to save the Aoi. Moon Meander not going to be as lucky, though. He saves his life for his captain.
They get to retrieve right now. Thunder Predator now up 11k net worth, and I just want to show you, man. Look at you got the win probability open. Look at this.
I do now. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Look at, I mean, is net worth the same? Oh, God. XP? Oh, God. Okay, yeah. This has gotten pretty bad here for the side of catJAMMERS. It's 46 to 46 on kill score, which is really interesting. Like it's been really even. Or I guess it hasn't really been even on kills most of the game until after that fight. catJAMMERS had a pretty good advantage.
Yeah, I mean, net worth XP, they were just dead even up until that Roche fight just now. Brile is going to go forward onto Batrider. Frank here. But the Stone Remnant saves him again. He keeps getting away. Oh, okay.
He doesn't get away, but he doesn't get the duel, right?
Yeah.
Legion? Wow, I thought he had like the bonus duel damage. He just has 190 duel damage instead.
Yeah. It went up in the most recent patch. I mean, it's 10 per level, so now you get 30 at level 3.
It used to be 24?
18.
It was 18?
Wasn't it like 10, 14...
No. It was 10, 18... Or no, 10, 16, 28 maybe? 24 maybe? It might have been 6 per level.
I'm crazy.
It was definitely more than 18 at level 3. I think it was 24. Who knows? It was a long time ago. All right, mid lane using this metamorphosis, try and bring it down, but jumps in with that Abyssal Blade. Ursa, will he be able to bring down Moon? He does. Wrath of Nature cleans him out. Brile, he sunders his boy. He has to run now. BKB comes out from Terrorblade, but Ursa in pursuit gets the bash. Nice Sprout as well. Terrorblade has to turn, pops that Satanic. Can they bring down the Ursa? He's caught by the duel, but there's the Stone Remnant again. The saves from this boy. He ends up falling in the end. 97 seconds, does have buyback. Nature's Prophet caught as well. There's going to be the reincarnation from the Leshrac. Can he turn it? 1v4. He's the last hope here for the side of Thunder Predator, but he falls in the end. catJAMMERS somehow take an incredible fight on Thunder Predator's high ground.
Buyback on cooldown for 30 seconds now on Nature's Prophet, and they don't have fortification available. You're going to need to buy back on Ursa right away. Somebody needs to use
Lasso.
Oh. He's throwing right now. Frank, you can't go forward right now. You need to wait for your team. What are you doing?
That's yeah, that's just gonna be the game, right? Like he's just gonna focus down the towers. He has metamorphosis in 15 seconds. It's just Ursa, the lone survivor here.
I mean, you can buy back in 6 seconds now on the Nature's Prophet. Somebody needs to use Repair Kit on the tier 4s, though.
No.
Now it's just going to go down there. There's nothing that can be done.
They're just going to focus on the base. The damage here, HFN, he's sundering his boy, but the base is fallen. Objective gamers, that's the catJAMMERS for you, man. They somehow come back from what looked like an impossible scenario and close out the series 1-1.
That is insane. Just like that, Dota can turn on its head, run right through the base, and just blow it up with the massive damage on Terrorblade. You know, Frank, I think he didn't realize how bad the situation was there, or that the Nature's Prophet had buyback in a couple of seconds, but they did have the ability to clear all that out if they played it just a little bit slower as they came into their base there. Amazing end game there by catJAMMERS.
Yeah, that fight, they dragged it all the way up to the high ground there, and even though they had Aegis on the Shrek, I mean, Ursa had nothing left. Once he enraged and BKB'd, he was down to the 5-second BKB, if I'm not mistaken. They were able to just push Terrorblade further and further and further back out of these fights, trying to give him the space. He accidentally sundered Bryle, which was kind of funny. He definitely meant to sunder someone else, but he sundered Bryle instead, and the fight still ended up working out. I mean, the Terrorblade survived, popped that really good Satanic. There was a really clutch duel there from Kezu, so that the Terrorblade's able to just full heal again. And, you know, they tried. They definitely tried on Thunder Predator, but today, catJAMMERS, a fantastic game too.
Amazing game by Bryle. You know, he really picked this game up and carried his team on the back. It feels, you know, without him and his amazing performance on Pangolier, there was no way they would have stand a chance. Like perfect itemization, and near perfect gameplay out of him.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was all around really well done. It just, I honestly did not think catJAMMERS could win this game after that Roche fight. You know, they threw what was almost like a. I mean, we can look at the graphs here.
Yeah.
What is this graph, man? It was almost a 10,000 gold lead for catJAMMERS, and it was swung back, so almost a 20k gold swing, and then they end the game almost exactly even. But boy, yeah, that was a cliff. What a game!
Oh, yeah.
What a fun game.
Tell the people what we got next in store for them. Why don't you, Ricky?
Oh, of course, of course. We got some. It's going to be so good. Some great South American Dota. Team Brazil taking on Infamous here for our second series of the day here. And it's going to be a fun one, man. Both these teams, super good. You always like to talk about how these teams, these South American teams have a lot of fun banter between them, right?
Yeah. Last last series, we saw a lot out of Leo style, just the all chat.
Yep. So this will be the second series of the day coming up here in just a little bit. Congratulations, catJAMMERS, for tying the series 1-1. Thunder Predator fall a little bit short in game number 2, but we got a lot more Dota ahead, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you all after just a very short break.